Welcome to the First Cut Podcast. I'm Rick Gehman, and this is your round one recap for this week's Valero Texas Open. And joining me to break it all down, Kyle Porter is here. KP, what's up?
I thought I was in I thought I got on clicked the wrong URL here.
We are rocking. There we go. The branding.
Man, magic. Producer Jacob, that's magic.
That was podcast synergy between us and the Early Edge, but now we are officially on the First Cut Pod. We've got the right branding.
That might be guerrilla marketing right there. That might be what producer Jacob's up to. I got a trivia question for you, Rick, off the top here. Okay. We were just talking off air.
Yeah.
I want you to I actually don't know if this is the right answer, but I think it is.
Perfect. Always a good trivia question.
As I was talking, I was like, I'm pretty sure that's the right answer. Who's the lowest ranked player in the Masters field?
Okay.
That is not an amateur and is not a former winner of the Masters.
Oh boy. So how could he have gotten in? So he could have gotten in from a victory in the last year, but then he'd probably be ranked pretty highly.
There's some way. There's like 19 different ways to get in.
I'm trying to think about. Okay. Let me think about some other ways to get in. Is it going to be like? No, because he would have been. I think he would have gotten in. No, I guess he probably wouldn't have gotten in November. Oh, this is. I'm going to say like. This is going to be off. Michael Thompson. Way worse than that.
Way worse than that. He's ranked like 103rd in the world.
This guy or Michael Thompson is?
Michael Thompson is.
Okay, what's this guy ranked?
527th.
How'd they get in?
That'll give it away. You'll definitely get it. But this person won a tournament in the last 5 years that got them in.
Oh, okay. So it's got to be like it's got to be a crazy one-off major or players winner, right?
That's right.
Oh God. I'm so bad at this. I don't know. Who is it?
Jimmy Walker.
Wow, Jimmy Walker.
So
PGA when he won the PGA, like
he won the 16 PGA at Baltusrol. So here's what's crazy. So two things that are crazy. One, he's ranked 523rd, not 527th. Here's the guys ranked around him in the world golf rankings: Oki Stridham.
Who is that?
Miguel Tabuena. Andrew Novak. Bio Kim. By Bobby Zinkai, MJ McGuire, Lucas Nemesis, and Clement Sordet.
That's tough. That's tough for Jimmy. Although I guess he's playing the Masters.
Here's what's crazy. I don't know why we're talking about Jimmy Walker right now. Is he in the field at the Texas Open?
I actually think he is, isn't he? Yeah, he is.
I think he probably is. He has never missed a cut at the Masters. He's 6 for 6. One of Justin Ray was tweeting this at me. He's one of 15 guys who have played in at least 5 Masters and never missed a cut. Jordan Spieth JT's in there. Jordan Spieth is in there. The guy that I found, which is why I was asking the question to Justin Ray, is Bernd Wiesberger, who's 5 for 5. Yeah.
He's feeling the burns at the Masters.
For sure. It's hard to go at least 5 times and not miss a cut. So it's kind of an impressive list. I can't believe Jimmy Walker's on it, honestly.
Maybe let's see if he goes 6 for 6. That'd be really impressive if he goes 6 for 6 next week. But we've got Valero Texas Open this week, and believe it or not, we've got a stacked leaderboard, and it's Jordan Spieth. KP, he's not there. There are still guys playing as we record this, so I'm not going to say he is our 18-hole, our first round leader, but he is 5 under. He shoots a 67. He gains 2 shots on approach, and he does it all on the wrong end of the draw. KP, he played Thursday morning when it was about a half a shot more difficult than in the afternoon.
Boy, I just I was happy. I had to delete some tweets because I was afraid I was getting too aggressive pre-Masters week. And people are like, people come at me on Twitter about oh, you need to settle down. I'm like, do you understand how insufferable I'm going to be if Jordan Spieth wins the Masters? I'm trying to prepare your hearts and minds for what's going to happen if he actually does this. I mean, did you see his quotes after the round?
Was this when he said that he couldn't find the center of the club face?
Yeah, and he gained almost 4.5 strokes tee to green.
Yeah.
It's a good sign.
leads the field in strokes gained, or he did in the morning wave. Strokes gained approach. He gained over 2 shots again. He was a 0 off the tee, and he was great around the greens as usual. So it is just it. Listen, man, you've got me. I agree. I agree. Like it's happening. It looks so good, and yeah, there's just nothing better than waking up and he was already like 3 under.
Yeah, and I think there's a sense, and we've kind of talked about this, but there's this sense of like, I think he's not really thinking about it that much anymore. I mean, he always thinks about it, right? Like there's always just nonsense going through his head, but there was a period of like 2 years where you could almost see what he was thinking as he was standing over the ball.
Yeah.
And I think that has started to speed up in a good way, instead of like he's just, I don't know, he's getting to his shot quicker, right? Like, and I know that sounds like ridiculous, but you just don't get the sense that he's thinking like 80 different things over the golf ball.
I just would love the Sunday, like there would be nothing better. Him breaking this long stretch of winless golf at Augusta would be great, but doing it the week before Augusta would also be like, just rip the monkey off the back. Let's go and watch this guy do his thing next week. Like we are in something right now. It's fun.
Yeah, it is fun. Do you, I think Phil won the week before he won the Masters. Is that correct?
Ooh, I don't know. Is that true?
Sure.
It's pretty rare. If you think that's true, it's probably true. It's got to be pretty rare to do that. See the
yeah,
only guy to do it?
I'll look it up while we're talking. It doesn't happen very often because most guys don't.
Right.
That would be good enough to win the Masters don't play the week before the Masters. So, I honestly we were kind of joking about it. I don't know that I would care that much if he did win. It would take a little of the shine off of like, oh, this could be like where he's like officially back at Augusta. But yeah. I don't know. It's your thing of like, we always discount the guy who won the week before, which is dumb unless they made like, 100 putts or whatever.
Right. There's a bunch of guys coming in around the 5 and 6 under number. So Spieth is already in at 5. Sung Kang just got in at 6 under 66. Camilo Villegas still out there, currently 6 under, and Hideki's got like, I don't know, 1 shot to go, and he's 5 under. A couple of interesting tidbits. Sung, you'll know, he's in with a 67. This is what I always love. Won the Zurich Classic, the team event, KP, before it went to the team event. I think he was the last guy to win it as an individual in 2014, which is great. All how this tournament history always turns into something.
Great swing. Is he still with Sean Foley? Do you know?
Oh, I don't know. He just finished his 2 years, his military service, right?
I think that's right. He, who else had to do that was kind of high profile?
I don't know. Sungjae still has it on his docket.
Yeah. Is it? Well, I'm getting out of my world when I'm talking about like South Korean military service.
Let's do it.
If you win a gold medal, you're exempt. Is that?
I think it's any medal. I believe it's any medal.
Really?
So you can either win I think you can win a gold medal at I think they're called the Pan Am Games, or I believe any medal at the Olympics would get you out of service. But some guys like the idea of serving in the military in South Korea is such an honor that a lot of guys would, even if you won a medal, you still might go do it.
That's interesting. I legitimately could see Sungjae winning the Olympics this year.
Yeah, Sungjae's really good at golf, and like you talk about motivation, like there's no money on the line. He's like this. If he does not want to do his 2 years of military service, there is no greater motivation.
Are we doing a one and done, and we get like the price of like the weight of gold? Like if we win the one and done that week, like however much, I would pick Sungjae. 2 things. 1, Sangmin Bae is who I was trying to think of.
Yes.
2, Phil Mickelson won the Bell South Classic, which was the Atlanta Classic in 2006. He beat Zach Johnson and Jose Maria Olazabal by 13 strokes.
Oh my God.
They were runner-up, and he beat him by 13. And then the week after, he jumped over to Augusta and won that one as well.
I love it. I'll put a third item out there. Producer Jacob correcting me. South Korea does not play in the Pan Am game. So I'm either thinking of something else or completely off my rocker, which is definitely a possibility. Hideki was on a roll. He was feeling it until he gets to the back nine. He bogeys 16. He is currently he's got like a putt for birdie on 18. That's a par 5, but he's 5 under and doing it in all sorts of ways. When you gain 2 strokes putting and your name is Hideki Matsuyama, you're going to have a good day.
That is a great call. There's a lot of guys up here that, and this is how it goes in day one. You have a great putting day and you kind of pop up on the board. Scheffler putted well. Sebastian Munoz putted. I kind of like Bassi at the Masters. I think he's gonna make a little noise there. Who else putted it? Hideki might have been best. Sung Kang putted it really well. That was the other one. He's currently 5 under as well.
Yeah. Villegas gained 4.5 strokes putting. He's up there.
I am shocked by what Scotty Scheffler did.
I'm impressed.
Not
extremely
shocked.
impressed.
That's more the right terminology. I'm not shocked. He's like the 21st player in the world, 21st ranked player in the world. But I didn't see it.
Did we just like completely forget that he's like in his 20s and plays a lot of golf? So like playing 7 rounds in 5 days, probably not that big a deal.
I got confused because he looks like he's in his 40s. So I'm thinking like, hey, this is the Westwood, right? This is the Westwood Junior, sort of, right. And it's more like how we should think about Morikawa or Victor Hovland. How are they the same age? How are they all the same age?
I don't know.
Hovland looks like he's 17, and Scheffler looks like he's 41.
Yeah. I was very impressed. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 birdies, 2 bogeys en route for his 4 under 68. Love that scorecard. Abe Answer was feeling himself this morning. He gets out, he's flying, he makes the turn, he birdies his 11th hole of the day to get to 4 under, and then he takes a triple on number 8, and then bogeys his final hole of the day, number 9, and sits at even par. Not so pretty, KP.
No, it's not. He's an interesting guy next week for Augusta too. He played so well there in November until Sunday. This feels like a good spot for him. I loved how tough it played, especially in the morning. I think it played tougher in the morning. Is that right?
Yeah, half a shot.
And that just seems like his kind of deal, right? Like just kind of grind it out. You got to hit some shots. He kind of fell apart, but I don't know. I kind of like him to play well the rest of the week, I guess.
Ricky Fowler looking much more like Ricky Flower. He plays 18 holes, of course, makes exactly 0 birdies. He makes 4 bogeys. He loses strokes on approach. He loses strokes around the green. He loses strokes putting, and it is continually more of the same for Ricky, who now, I don't know what data golf or anybody has his chances of winning this golf tournament are. I mean, the door is about shut and locked for him to getting into the Masters this next week.
Yes. Yeah. He is, 10 back right now with 54 holes to go. Not that we thought he was going to win coming in, but to go out and shoot 76, right?
Yeah. 4 over 76.
That's not good. Like I don't know. I don't know. Like why are we viewing? I feel like with Spieth when he was wandering in the desert, in the forest, whatever, geography. Mm-hmm. Maybe Dylan Fratelli can come up with a geography metaphor for us. There was always, and maybe this is a personal thing, there was always hope. Like it always felt like there's something in there.
Really?
And for me, not for you.
Well, I actually thought you were going to make the opposite argument that we have given Ricky Fowler too much hope. Like I feel like because Ricky's trouble started with, hey, I'm actively going through swing changes, so things are going to be bad. I think people gave him the benefit of the doubt for poor play, but now we're over a year into that, and it's like no, like this, it's just bad right now. It's all broken. Spieth was like, I felt like there was never really this conversation of like, okay, obviously, I'm going to be going through some stuff, so expect some bad results. So I felt like Spieth took more of a brunt for his bad play than Ricky is taking right now.
Interesting. Spieth was also a lot better.
Of course.
So yeah, that's an interesting, and maybe this is just a personal thing of the way that I view both of those guys, but I think that Fowler's pedigree is such that you would, if you took the name away and looked at the pedigree, you'd be like, oh yeah, that guy will bounce back like at some point. And now we're to the point where I'm like, will he? I mean, I think, and I always thought that Spieth would, because the pedigree was even better and even more expansive if you look at his like junior career or whatever. So I don't know. I run to pedigree on stuff like this. Like what is the arc of your career? And with Fowler, I don't know. I feel kind of discouraged about like what the future looks like. I just don't know how it flips around.
Yeah, he's lost the best part of his game, which is the putter. It's all bad. It's whack-a-mole at this point, which is usually not a sign of a quick turn around. I want to look at the odds. I want to look at the odds from William Hill and decide who might win this golf tournament with 3 days to go. But first, we're going to take a quick break and hear a word from our partners. And we're back. William Hill, of course, installing at this moment. And we still have like a handful of guys to play a couple of holes, but Jordan Spieth at 4-1, he's your favorite. Hideki Matsuyama also in at 67 at 5-1. Scotty Scheffler, one shot back of those guys at 7. They're the only 3 names in single digits. KP Camilo Villegas, who is currently, as we speak, one shot clear. He's 12-1, but I think this is the game we play on Thursdays and Fridays of like, what is the real lead? And we would say the real lead's like 5 under par.
Yeah, Villegas just got to. Did you say 7 under? Yeah,
got to 7. Yeah.
Kevin Stadler sighting in the top 10. By the way, he's 4 under through 17. That's. I mean, talk about turnaround. That's a stunner. I think Hideki's really intriguing here. I think that Bassi Munoz and Cameron Tringale are pretty intriguing. They've both been playing pretty well. Tringale especially he was pretty good on the West Coast, if I remember correctly.
He was.
I will say the story, like the ideal scenario, is Villegas just lights out. He gets a win. Obviously, that'd be incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Spieth fades a little onto Augusta. He gets a win next week. That's producer Jacob can cut this and play it back next Sunday night after that happens, because that would be awesome.
That would be awesome. Hideki kind of feels right. 5-1 here. He's second in the field in strokes gained tee to green. The thing with him is he's been starting to turn it around a little bit. So I kind of like where Hideki's going at 5-1. If I wanted to go deeper, I would have loved to have seen a little bit more from, what did Tony Finau finish at? Yeah. Oh, he was 1 over. Never mind.
How's he still 30? Corey Connors is interesting. He was 1 under. 33. I kind of like that.
Yeah, he hit the ball pretty well today too.
Maybe just because he was my pre-tournament pick.
Where's the one more guy? Adam Hadwin, who okay, he made it. Thank God.
Greg's cousin.
I told Greg if Adam Hadwin wins, I'd walk to Canada, which then I quickly backtracked because I was like, also golf is super weird. And then we agreed that I wouldn't have to walk to Canada, but I would have to chug a bottle of maple syrup or something like that.
Whoa.
So luckily,
I think I'd rather walk to Canada. You should have to chug one of those like have you seen the bagged milk that they do?
Oh. I'm not a big milk guy. Not that I'm a big syrup guy, but
the bagged milk is. I'll send you a picture. It's different. It's a choice for sure. I love Connors at 33 here. Why is he 33? He's 1 under, 4 back of the real lead.
Yeah, I think if there weren't like essentially the 3 favorites before this thing started, like Spieth, Hideki, Scheffler, who are all him, you'd see a much shorter number on Connors. But I agree, it's certainly bettable. We're 1 day in. There's a lot of golf that's got to be played.
Is Kuchar good again?
No, I don't think so.
He's 2 under today. Popped at the match play. He's gonna finagle his way onto the Ryder Cup team, isn't he?
He definitely is. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be so good. All right, KP. Is this it for you for the week? Is this it?
That's it. Off to Augusta. I'm leaving on Monday morning. I've got, I think, all my Monday stories already in. So
Wow.
I'm fired up. I'm ready to rock and roll. Should be a blast.
It's going to be awesome. Safe travels. If somehow Jordan Spieth wins this golf tournament on Easter Sunday, we'll have to get in touch with you in some way, or
I will dial in from wherever I'm at. And yes, you will hear from me on Sunday night if Jordan Spieth wins.
I love it. All right, KP, you can follow him on Twitter at Kyle Porter CBS. You can follow me at Rick Run Good. We'll be back after each and every round of the Valero Texas Open this week. But for now, this has been The First Cut, and we'll catch you next time.